How God Rebuilt My Identity. After Narcissistic Abuse, Episode 6. No one talks about this part. That after narcissistic abuse, the person who hurt you can still live inside your head. And I didn't know how to silence that voice. Even though I remembered what God said about me, that I was wonderfully and fearfully made. The accuser's voice was still louder, and I never felt free inside my own mind. I had started to notice a pattern that whenever I didn't finish an item on my to-do list, a harsh voice in my mind would say, "See, you're not good enough." I would start feeling anxious and criticize myself. And when I felt hopeful about something new, the voice would whisper, "Don't get ahead of yourself." When the negative voice spoke, I would spiral inward and sometimes fall back into a depressive place. Then I started to notice a gap of escape from the harsh voice. It came from one therapy session in particular. The therapist said something simple to do.
When your thoughts feel like an attack, don't argue with them. Write them out and ask yourself questions. And counter them with God's truth about you.
The aha moment was not to fight them, but to examine those thoughts and feelings. And so I began journaling through the negative thoughts with questions. Questions like, whose voice does this sound like? God or the accuser? What lie am I believing about myself now? What do I need to forgive myself for? What does God say about guilt and shame in the Bible? Soon I was separating fear from God's truth and claiming it. The voice of God's truth was now louder than the negative voice. I was winning. Truth be told, the attacks didn't disappear overnight. But now that I knew how to slow them down, by facing them head on, they started losing their power. I wasn't broken. I wasn't weak. I was unlearning the lies and relearning God's truth. That's how my identity began to be rebuilt. By returning to who God always meant me to be. If you're struggling with similar attacks of negative thoughts and self-criticism, this is the perfect time for you to start healing. I highly recommend the journaling process, which helped me so much so that I created the Healing Journey Prompts Guide. It has the questions I wish I had when I couldn't quiet those negative thoughts. And it's a free download for you. Click the link in the description to get it. In Episode 7, I'll share how I learned to talk to God again, especially when my faith felt fragile and my prayers felt messy and unsure. If you've ever wanted to reach for God, but didn't know what to say, or didn't know if He was still listening, Episode 7 is for you. Subscribe to watch that episode. Thanks for watching.